Coming up, Joe Burrow makes his long-awaited return after his promising rookie season was cut short. The Vikings and Bengals kick off their 2021 season right here on EA Sports.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gordon, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made because last year, we averaged...
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. The quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
A first down throw for Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, nice move.
Let's go, baby.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
That catch good for only a couple. Back to the ground, Cook. Nifty move. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work. And leading them out, the number 1 overall pick of the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now his 2nd season out of LSU.
And what a rookie season he had indeed. A knee injury knocked him out in Week 11 at Washington. And while the Bengals only won 2 of his 10 starts, I think everyone around the league and anyone who watched the NFL came away impressed. 13 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, nearly 270 yards a game passing, the third most by a rookie in NFL history.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 32. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One, ready?
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Second and goal from the 1. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Play action now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. He put the ball in his hands. Good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
They go play action. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Handoff comes to Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And what a big 2020 season for the Saints for this 3rd-round pick in 2017 out of Florida, Atlanta. Now, he signed with the Bengals back in March, but for New Orleans last year, 13.5 sacks, which tied Aaron Donald for the NFC lead.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. There's the first NFL catch for Jamar Chase. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
With the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. Third down here. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here.
All ball, baby. All ball.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And when you think of the Vikings, you think of a team that brings a lot of pressure to the quarterback, but a surprise in 2020, only 23 sacks as a unit last year. So they're in need of bigger production from their pass rush in 2021. Remember, last year's numbers, they were in the bottom 5 in the NFL. No way they want a repeat of that.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one down to mix it, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, what a move. Unable to corral him. He fights through. So a change of possession here on the punt. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Cousins now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the longtime Cardinal Patrick Peterson up to make the tackle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, a great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Joseph Osai in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It will be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Cheetah with a pick. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here. And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bengals, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.